Did that make any sense? Hello, welcome back. I don't know. So for this video, for the next couple of videos, I'm going to be talking about how, actually not how, but what I've read from like the end of May to right now, because I've tried to film some of these and they just haven't really worked out in my favor, and I'm not particularly a fan of them. So I'm trying again, and I'm gonna do it like today. I'm gonna do the Fall Away series by Penelope Douglas, and then I read 2 other series, and then I'm gonna do a video on the books that I read on my Kindle, and then I'm going to do a book, probably 2 videos on the standalones that I've read, because since May, I think I've read like 20 or 30 books. I read 13 in July. So, yeah, I hope that's alright, because I'm going to do it whether people like it or not. So, first book I'm talking about in the series is Bully, and this is in Tate's point of view. This follows Tate and Jared, and Tate and Jared have been friends since they were, I believe, 10, and something happens to Jared the night before their freshman year of high school, and they start to not like each other anymore. He kind of is like, yo, screw Tate. And so that starts their like enemies to lovers, and I liked this. I expected more, I think, from Penelope Douglas, because I've read everything else from her, but it obviously, I don't think it's as dark as her others, but it also didn't seem as dramatic. There wasn't anything wrong with it. I did enjoy reading it. It was fun. I liked Tate trying to like, she's gonna start fighting back, and Jared like kind of feeding into that, and like that's how their relationship starts up again. Jared is an asshole, I think, but I mean, he's a bully, so whatever. But Tate, I feel like she forgave people very easily, and I didn't really like that, because she thought they were working for it, and her forgiveness, I guess, I'm not positive, but her friend KC, I hated her. She was terrible, like terrible friend, and I really don't think any of these people should have been forgiven in her life, Jared and KC, but would there be a story? No. So I did like this. I think I gave this like 3 stars, because I expected more, but that's me. So yeah. The next book is Until You, and it is Bully in Jared's point of view. I liked this so much more. I'm a sucker for male point of view. I say that all the time. I just think they're so much better. I think the story becomes more dynamic when it's dual point of view. And it was just, this was so good. I loved it. I really loved this. I thought it was great. I loved Jared's point of view. I liked, also this will contain spoilers. So I loved figuring out what was kind of going on in his head when Tate was turning off his electricity, and what was going on between him and KC, and why they were doing it, and all that stuff. I like that stuff because it just, I think it gives the story more. Like I said, it makes it more dynamic. I do wish that certain scenes were in this that were in Bully. Like, I really liked the scene where the dog that they found after Tate comes home from the UK, I think she was in London. I liked that scene, and it was taken out of this. And well, after she comes home from London, she meets the dog again, like Mad Dog, I think, or Madman. He comes running over and is like super excited to see her, and I wanted to know his thought process in that, but we didn't get it, which is okay. Like, things were also added that I loved, but all in all, I think this one was probably my favorite. But yeah, so that was Jared's point of view. I liked that. And then the next book is Rival, which is about Maddox and Fallon. Maddox is Jared's best friend, and he kind of is also evil to Tate, but he kind of also is just like following Jared, but that's not relevant in this story because it's over by then. But this follows Maddox and Fallon. Maddox and Fallon are step siblings. Her mother married his father, and his dad is like a huge lawyer and makes a shit ton of money, and her mom basically marries him for that, like for the money. They sleep together and they get in trouble, and she's like sent away. And this one is much more, there's more to this story, I think, like, than Bully and Until You. Her dad's like part of the mafia, and it's very interesting. I liked this. I think more than Bully, but like, I don't know. It's like all of these kind of were in the same playing field, in my opinion. Like, they weren't fantastic, but they weren't terrible. So they were kind of like in the middle, like 3-4 stars. But I did like this. I liked Maddox. I think he's kind of like the funny guy, like the comical relief in these, and I liked that. I liked him. I liked Fallon. She seemed to be very strong-willed and like independent, which, considering who her mother is, she needs to be. Yeah, I think some of this was more cheesy than Fall Away and Until You. There were certain things that were kind of just like, okay. But like, it also didn't take away from the story. So I like it when authors can do that, when they can do like cheesy things and it can still be like fun and not like ruin the story or anything. So yeah. The next book is Falling Away, and this follows Jax and Casey. Jax is Jared's brother, and Casey is Tatum's best friend. So this follows them and their relationship. Jax he's a 19 now, I think, and she's like 21, and she's kind of like this loner. I don't think she's a loner, I just don't think she's very sociable, and he's very sociable. Like, he works for Fallon's dad, and he now, I think he's taken over the racetrack, and he's kind of like made it legitimate. I was gonna say illegitimate, but that's not right. And so there was a lot. I don't know how I feel about this one. I don't know. They start their relationship and it's very not really a relationship. They don't really like confirm that they're together. They just start sleeping together, and she has an ex-boyfriend who cheated on her, and she has an abusive mom who, let me tell you, that woman is crazy. Like, her mother is the most terrible human being in the world, and Jax has a shit dad. So, I mean, they bond over that. There was, I don't know, it's just, I think I liked them together as a couple more than I liked them as individuals. So I think that's why I'm kind of stuck on whether or not, like, I liked this. And the ending was super duper cheesy, and I didn't really like the ending. Unlike Rival, I think the ending in this was kind of like he has an illegitimate business, because he's super good with computers, and then, but also, Jared's mom, who is like, he's in foster care at like, because he's introduced in Until You, and then he's also in Rival. He starts living with them because the foster parents are kind of like, yeah, do whatever you want. And then he is given Jared's like childhood home, like, because she's off. I can't remember their mom's name. She's off with her boyfriend half the time, so he's given the house. And I don't know, I'm still don't know how I feel about this. I'm kind of indifferent about the whole series, but yeah. The next book is The Next Flame, which is 2 novellas, Fall Away and, oh no, it's A Flame and Next to Never, sorry. So, A Flame follows Tate and Jared, and I think it jumps forward 2 years. So Jared has been in like the military. He went to boot camp or something, and he didn't like it. So he decides that he's gonna go somewhere else and like find himself. And so we jump forward 2 years to Tate still in the town that they grew up. She's on Fall Away Lane. Shallow Hills or something. Ugh, fake fan, y'all. I can't remember. But so she's still there, and then he's in California missing her and her missing him, and then he gets a call from his mom, and she's like, hey, I need you to come home, I'm pregnant. And he's like, what the shit, mom? So he goes home, and again it starts. So I really enjoyed this. I liked coming back to them because they did really feel like, even at the end of Until You, I think it felt very unfinished. And then at the end of Falling Away, when things were said by Jax, and you know, we got more Jax and Tate in Falling Away because he is his brother. So it did feel really unfinished. So I'm glad that this was done. I wish that there was more of them as a couple, because the first novella is like 270 pages, and we only get like 70 pages of them being together, which was kind of disappointing, but what are you gonna do? We did get, like, obviously, we got cute, sweet moments with them, but they were started with anger, so more than the 70 pages. But I liked this. And then we also, I think we jump forward. Like, there's an epilogue, I believe. Yeah. There's an epilogue, and it, like, jumps forward 1 year and then another 7 years. So I liked that. That was fun. I liked getting back to Tate and Jared, and I liked the character development of it. Like, they went off, they, like, separated, they figured out who they were without each other so that they could come together and be together like individuals, but in a relationship, you know? And then the last book is Next to Never, which follows, I have to remember their names. Jason, what is her mom's name? Is it Kristen? I can't remember. Kat Catherine. So this follows Quinn. She gets a book in the mail, and I believe this jumps forward like 16 or 17 years. I'm not positive how old she is, but she gets a book in the mail, and it's a romance novel, and she's reading it, and she's like, I don't know what this is, I don't know who it's about, but it has my parents' names. So basically someone sent her a book about her parents and how they came to be and the relationship that they had and how they got to where they are and how they had her and all of that jazz. So this follows her reading the book and kind of her thoughts and about the book and about her siblings because they're in it. And yeah, so I liked it. I thought it was fun, but I was more interested in the book that she was reading than her inner thoughts, than her dialogue and everything. So I'm editing, and I just want to explain just a teensy bit how the book is written. Quinn is reading the book that was sent to her, and so are we, but it's without her inner dialogue. So it's kind of like it transitions from like she'll start to read the book and then we read the book and then it comes out of it. So it's kind of like two separate books in one, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I kind of thought she was a little boring, but that was just me. Like, if I'm more interested, I feel like, in the book that she's reading, then I don't think that's really a win. But I did enjoy this. I enjoyed seeing all of the couples, like Jared and Tate, Maddox and Fallon, and Casey and Violet, Casey and Jax, who Casey is Violet, I think, now, because her mom started calling her Casey because of her dead sister, which was strange. But yeah, so this, I don't know, it just wasn't my favorite thing. So what are you gonna do? Nothing. Hello, I also just want to add really quick that something else that I didn't particularly like was the thing that, like, everything that they did, Jax, Jared, Maddox, Fallon, Tate, no consequences for any of it. Like, this kid is 19 and has he hacks into people's accounts, like bank accounts, like anything for Fallon's dad, and like the police are in his pocket. Like, that seemed a little dramatic to me and extremely unrealistic, but I guess that's what makes books fun, is that they're not real, but I'm sure that happens in real life. I don't know, but I didn't particularly like that. It kind of like took away a little bit from me. But something that I really did love, I think it's my favorite scene in the entire series, is in A Flame, I think. I don't know, it's the Jared and Tate story in the next Flame. I think it's A Flame. But the street race, that was so fun to read. It was my absolute favorite, and I just wanted to add that, so yeah, I added it. I thought it was super fun, and it was just, everything about it was, like, it was very intense, and I was, like, in it. I was like, oh my god, who's gonna win? So, yeah, I really liked that scene. That's all. Thank you. Also, I don't think it is anymore, but I got this on Barnes & Noble for, like, $6. So, I think it might be done by now, because I got this in, like, March or something, and then I got Bully from Barnes & Noble, and I got Until You, Rival, and Fall Away from Book Depository, because people on my Instagram were asking. They were like, I can't find those anywhere, which I know kind of sucks, because I know Book Depository is owned by Amazon, and I'd hate I'm not the biggest fan of Amazon, but sometimes there's nothing you can do. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you're still staying safe. I haven't talked this much in a while. I hope you're still staying safe. I hope you're wearing a mask. I hope you're doing everything you can do to protect not only yourself but others. And yeah, remember to follow all of my social medias and to like and comment and subscribe. Comment so we can talk about the book and books, plural, and we can do that. So that'll be fun. Thanks. Bye.